everyone, and welcome to Take Two Radio Music. I'm Pam, your host, and today we welcome a progressive rock band from the UK called The Room. Joining me today from the band will be Martin, the lead singer, and Andy, the bass player. Also in 30 minutes or so, actress Hunter Tylo, and if you're a soap watcher, you may know her from The Bold and the Beautiful. She'll be joining us, too, as a special guest speaker with the band. And I hope you're enjoying your Friday. It's a beautiful day in Chicago, although it is hot and humid. I'd rather have that than the cold weather. Any indie artists out there that would like their music played on the show, we do air on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Please send us any MP3s to take2radio2@gmail.com. Follow the show on Twitter at Take2RadioMusic, and check out our website at take2radiomusic.com. And I do believe we have our guests on the phone, so let's go ahead and pick that up. And is this Martin and Andy?
Hi, how are you?
Yes, it certainly is. How are you?
Hi. I'm still getting over my cold. I know you guys wouldn't know that from the sound of my voice, but
well, don't send it our way. We're playing tomorrow. We don't want any cold. No, thank you.
Well, I think somebody from the UK sent it to me in the first place, so it's only right to send it back to you guys.
Okay, so it's completely our fault.
Well, it is. I mean, the Brits always play the bad guys anyway, so you know.
Yeah.
Hey, Pam, we better introduce ourselves, hadn't we? Because you're going to be confused about who's who. So he's Martin and I'm Andy.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Martin Wilson.
And I'm
Hi.
Andy Rowe.
Thanks for joining me today. So how's your weather out there?
Let me just look out the window. It's sunny. Well, you say it's sunny. It was sunny. It's now evening, Pam, over here. It's just gone 8 o'clock. So our glorious summer's day.
Yeah, you've got a Brit talking about the weather here. We're going to be on for hours.
Yeah, sorry.
Tomorrow, it's going to be a little bit of rain tomorrow morning. Yeah, just coming in from the east.
Oh, coming in from the east?
Yes.
Oh, no, that's not very good, is it?
No, it's brolly time.
Do I need to take my brolly to...
Yes, you will.
To Rotherham. You know we're playing in Rotherham tomorrow.
Yeah.
Good choice of advert. Sorry, Pam, go on. Sorry, it's your show. Forgot that. Sorry.
That's okay. It's the Martin and Andy show, too.
Yeah, hi.
Well, I always like to start out with a little background for our listeners, so let them know how you got started in music and who or what inspired you guys.
Oh, my word. I got started in music. I guess I was probably about 13, 14. I picked up a guitar for the first time. Started on 6-string guitar until my mate round the corner decided that he was going to play the guitar, and I wasn't then allowed to. So I picked up the bass guitar then, and this is probably 1974, 75. Yes, I am that old, Martin. And older than me. I know I'm older than you, and so was influenced at the time by a whole variety of different stuff from Slade through to Deep Purple and stuff like that. And it was a fantastic time, brilliant time for music, and I'm so kind of glad that it formed formed the kind of music that I really like. What about you?
About 19, I think. I started a band in a little town called Scunthorpe in the north of England with Andrew Ray, on the drums with The Room. So Andrew and I have been playing together for years. How long? How long? So it was about 1982, I think.
82? You are a bit younger than me, aren't you?
Yeah, I am a bit younger than you. Yeah. So it's about 82. We started to write some songs, got the recording, then tried to go professional. And that sort of fell to pieces when we moved to Sheffield. I then sort of dropped out of music for about 6 years until I met a chap called Louis David in Oxford in England. And we formed a band called Shadowland, which eventually morphed into a band called Grey Lady Down, which are a very progressive rock band. We did about 6 albums. Wow. Did a live album at the Astoria, played the Marquee. We toured America on the East Coast in 96. Played in Baltimore, the Orion Studios.
Show off.
Played Mama Kin. Played Mama Kin in Boston. So 96, 97, 98 was 96, 97, 98 was was our sort of pinnacle, if you like. The band split in 2000 when my son was diagnosed. 2000, 2001. Reared its ugly head again in 2010, but I was already involved with the guys in the room. So there's sort of a two-band thing going on for a while, but I've since left GLD, so concentrating on the room.
So I've only talked about when I was 13. I've only talked about when I was 13 or 14, Pam. So we've got quite a few years to get through.
Grasp the nettle.
I will. Here we go. So I briefly played. I briefly played with a couple of bands at school, and then joined a band called Firebird in Reading, who were part of the new wave of British heavy metal, the Wobbum era, and we did quite well. We did a single produced by the wonderful Ian Gillan from Deep Purple, which was a hell of an experience to record that, and that did quite well. Then joined a band in London with ex drummer from The Nice, Brian Davidson, who rest in peace, who's recently passed away. Who was an amazing drummer. We had a great time doing that. And then I packed up for 25 years, put the guitars away, and threw all my money at racing fast cars around the roads of Belgium, which was a bit bizarre.
That's rallying.
Yeah, that's rallying for you. Another fine way of getting rid of your money, like playing rock and roll.
Yeah.
And then played in a covers band, just doing rock covers in local bars near here. For a couple of years until I decided that enough was enough. Wanted to get back to playing proper music and non-covers music, and answered an advert that Martin had put in, and joined the little project that was pre the Room called Big Fish.
Big Fish. Yes. Sorry, I forgot about that bit.
Yeah, Big Fish, which it was the kind of basis for where we are with the Room now. And we had a couple of guys play with us that kind of set us in the right direction, and then moved on with recruiting the new guys for the band, and here we are now, all very excited.
Well, how did you meet everybody from the Room? How did you guys hook up?
It was it's kind of one of those rock family tree jobs. As Martin was saying earlier, he played with our drummer Andrew Ray in this band Shadowlands in Scunthorpe and Sheffield, and then joined GLD. I answered the advert that Martin had placed for a bass player when he was putting this kind of Big Fish project together. When we changed the guitars, we got guitarists. We got Steve Anderson in from Grey Lady Down, who Martin had been playing with. We then found Steve Checkley, our keyboard player, through another advert locally. Thank goodness for adverts, eh? And that kind of hooked us all up together. So it's other than myself and Steve Checkley, there's the other three guys, Steve, Martin, and Andrew, have been together for quite a while.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. I mean, it's just, on my side of things, it's just one big family. I mean, Steve Anderson plays in a band called Sphere. He's also still playing with Grey Lady Down as well. Andrew and I, like I said, we met years back, and we've always sort of dipped in and out, playing together. So it's a kind of nucleus, if you like. And yeah.
What do you mean? I'm not in the nucleus.
No, you're a newbie.
Oh.
Now, what I mean is that
what do you mean?
Yeah, in terms of playing with each other in the past.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. I thank my liver that I didn't.
Yes, you should.
Indeed.
Because mine's shot.
Yeah.
Go on then, Pam.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. I love your stories, though. I mean, that's great. It gives people a background to know what you guys are like, and the energy that you'd probably have at a live concert. So that would be wonderful. And I'm sorry that I didn't get to see you when you were here in the U.S. I mean, I would have loved to have listened to you guys live.
Well, Pam, there's always an opportunity. If somebody,
That's right.
if somebody comes up with the right deal, you can come and see us.
Yeah.
Actually, no, wrong. Sorry, we'll come and see you. I do apologize.
I'd love to come and play over there again because I mean, with the Grey Lady Down tour in '96, it was an absolute blast. It really was, and we had a great time. It really was good fun.
Yeah, and if somebody comes up with a good opportunity for me, I could go there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe, but I think it'd be easier if you stayed where you were and we just popped over in a kind of casual way. Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Be nice.
Well, I've always wanted to visit England. You guys made it here to the U.S., and I haven't been to England, so it's only fair for me to get over there, too.
You wouldn't like it.
No.
Trust me, you wouldn't.
No.
It's full of old historical stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
Bad food.
Yeah, dreadful food.
I think I would be a little picky on the food from some of the things I've heard, but yeah, I'd still like to go.
Actually, it isn't actually true nowadays. It's the UK has been classed as one of the gastronomic centres of the world. It's changed so much.
It is fantastic now. To be honest.
Really is.
Yeah, all joking aside, it is really good. But why are we talking about food?
I don't know. Carry on.
I don't know. Well, maybe because somebody brought it up. I don't know. Now, who in the band writes the lyrics and the music, or do you all contribute?
The musicians write the music, and the singer writes the words.
And I do come up with a few melodies from time to time. 16 tons for one. So
yeah. No, it's, to be honest, Pam, it's a kind of shared thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
What conventionally happens, is that that somebody will have a little idea, bring it into a rehearsal studio, and we kind of just take it from there, and everybody contributes to I think it should go like this, I think it will go there. Andrew says that's too predictable because he always says that, which is quite predictable.
Yeah.
He's very predictable. He's very predictable.
We do love him though. Yeah. For a drummer. And then Martin will contribute some outstanding lyrics, which nobody will really understand, and he will also manage to get some extraordinary words into songs that you've never heard before.
Such as
it's his own special way of speaking. That's okay.
He is very special. Yeah.
It's a northern thing.
Yeah. So, and that's the kind of way it works, Pam. We all contribute and shape the way the songs come out, because it kind of comes back to our backgrounds in music, I guess, our kind of interests in music. The way that the Room sound has been shaped is based on the fact that Steve Checkley comes from a hair metal background. I come from a classic rock background. Martin comes from a neo-prog background. Steve Anderson comes from a very, very strange
place.
Very strange place.
Not of this world.
Yeah. Kind of jazz fusion, I think is a good word.
Jazz, prog, fusion. Metal.
Fusion.
Yes.
Yeah. And Andrew plays the drums. So that kind of shapes what we do, and so everybody has their own kind of personal influence in the way the songs are created. It's not just one individual coming in with a song. Here it is. This is what we're going to play.
Right. Well, you need everybody to contribute to come up with fresh new ideas or a different way of looking at something or listening to something. So that always helps, and the whole band has to enjoy what they're playing too.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. And I think the way the songs came together was quite surprising from my point of view with all the different influences. I wasn't too sure how this was going to actually fit together. Yeah. Where Steve Anderson would probably go on trying to get in some real strange rhythms and
odd chords.
On J minus odd chords, 7. Whereas the other guys would be coming up for a more.
Yeah. But no, you're absolutely right.
Centralized sort of.
It could have got really muddy, couldn't it?
But it didn't.
No, if you chuck all those influences into one pot and stir them up, then it could just turn beige, couldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely right. But it just, we